On Christmas morning, I asked, "Is there a gift for me?" Mom said, "We don't buy for ungrateful people." My brother Liam laughed. "Santa skipped you," he said. I nodded and forced a smile. The next day, he knocked on my door, eyes red. "I need $80,000 to save my business," he said. I grinned. "Write to Santa." I'm Ethan, 32, the older sibling, the quiet one, the reliable one, which in my family means I'm invisible until someone needs a favor, a ride, or a signature. I work in it at a small hospital. I fix computers. I reset passwords. I bring cookies to birthdays because someone has to. I live alone in a rented studio that smells of coffee even after I wash the mugs. I've got a small savings account I'm proud of. I jog 3 times a week in sneakers that squeak. If you asked Mom about me, she'd say, "Ethan's steady." If you asked Liam, 29, he'd say, "Ethan's fine." If you asked me, I'd say I've spent my life in the background. I wasn't always quiet. As a kid, I played saxophone and tried out for everything. But in middle school, I learned to shrink so Mom wouldn't worry, Dad wouldn't sigh, and Liam could shine. Liam was the star. His grin got him extra dessert. He could break curfew and get a gentle warning while mine went unchecked. Our home staged holidays like theater, perfect decorations, matching pajamas when Mom could afford them. "We make memories," she'd say, meaning we can't afford this, but we'll pretend. She loved the performance. It lit her eyes. It silenced Dad, who was likely tallying bills in his head. I watched him calculate like some people pray. I mastered the unseen tasks, wrapping gifts with neat corners, fixing overcooked meals, labeling garage boxes. I kept the show running. Liam swooped in late with a joke that one laughs. He's not cruel, he's charming. In our family, that's often the same. This context matters for what happened next. On Christmas, our living room looked like a catalog. We'd done the routine the night before, carols, cocoa, one gift at midnight. I slept on the couch. My old room is Mom's sewing space, a closet with fabric scraps. I woke to Mom humming in a TV fireplace loop. We gathered, smiled past packages with scrawled names. Liam nudged me. "Ready, Eth?" I scanned the pile. "No tags," said Ethan. I asked softly, "Is there a gift for me?" Mom didn't look up. "We don't buy for ungrateful people." Liam laughed. "Santa skipped you." My face burned. My hands felt empty. I nodded, grabbed my jacket, and stepped into air that stung my nose. I stood outside until I could breathe. Next day, a knock. Liam, eyes shadowed, said, "I need $80,000 to save my business." No hello, just the number, like picking a song. I said, "Write to Santa." He flinched, then laughed. "Seriously, it's life or death. For your LLC?" I asked. "For my future," he said. I stepped back, hiding my thrift store tree and 2 self-bought gifts, socks, a skillet. My family has a script. Act 1, Liam dreams big. Dad says be practical. Mom says follow your heart. I stay quiet, knowing I'll fix the fallout. Act 2, it fails. Bills pile up. Mom says we'll manage. Dad says we've managed too many times. I say I'll help. Act 3, I help. I move money saved $10 at a time. I skip a checkup. I work weekends. I pay someone else's bill. We pretend it's fine. The cycle restarts. I could list examples. At 21, Liam bought a used BMW with a bad warranty for his real estate image. I co-signed. He missed payments. I paid $1,800 to save it from repossession. At 24, he opened a smoothie shop in a town where winter drags on. I gave $5,000. It closed in a year. The signs are in Mom's garage. At 27, he needed a website. I built it for free, paid the domain. It still says coming soon. I felt like a shelf for their plans. Not one big ask, but countless small ones with my name on the receipt. "You're good with money," Mom said, meaning you give it away. Christmases had a ledger. One year, Liam got a gaming console. I got a clearance shirt with the security tag on. I cut it off while Mom said, "Silly store." Another year, Liam borrowed my laptop for college. I wrote essays in the library because the loan lasted 2 years. Dad wasn't the bad guy. He was tired, working doubles, shrugging at Liam's charm and Mom's bright eyes. "Let them have it," he'd say, handing me trash bags in the garage. Sometimes he'd slip me $20 for gas like we were spies. I knew the signs. Mom would say, "Liam's stressed." Dad would reread bills. Liam would talk bigger, saying, "We're almost there." Last summer, he started a branding agency. The pitch changed weekly, marketing, social media, events. He said, "We," but I saw no team. He leased an office above a nail salon, thin-walled, window jammed. He posted whiteboard photos with buzzwords. He texted, "Look at the traction," with an email draft. I saw his credit card charges stack up because my number was his payment account's backup. "Just for setup," he'd said. He never changed it. I got verification codes. At 2 a.m., sleep slipped away. In November, Mom called thrice daily. Liam's doing something big, she said. He needs time or money, I asked. Don't be negative, she said. We might need to shift things. I'm not a bank, I said. Your family, she replied. In December, Liam texted for coffee at a place with wobbly chairs and burnt-tasting brew. I'm close, he said. To what? To winning. How much is winning? Not about money, he said. Then it's a tight runway. How tight? Like 80 grand. Temporary, I stirred my coffee. Liam, I don't have that. He waved it off. You do. Your savings. Your 401k. You're good at adult stuff. I pictured my budget. Rent, bills, cheap noodles, $20 saved monthly. No, I said. He blinked. What no, I repeated. Don't be dramatic, he said. Mom says a lot, I cut in. We didn't talk for weeks. Then Christmas hit. The missing tags, the ungrateful line, the laugh. That night I lay on my couch counting ceiling cracks, 142. Mom's line echoed, so rehearsed. Liam's laugh stung. Next morning a text, you home? Then the knock. Liam, hoodie damp, said, I need $80,000. I said, write to Santa. He pushed past me, pacing, touching my couch. Vendors are calling, I've got a lease, people depend on me. You said no employees, I noted. Contractors, he snapped. Ev, you're my brother, I'll pay you back. I thought of the 7 loans that never returned, the 12 late-night urgent calls, the 30 charges I canceled. I sat. I'm done, I said. No 401k. No loans, no safety net. Why so harsh, he asked. I'm not. I'm clear, he scoffed. After all I do for this family. What do you do? I asked. His face reddened. I keep the energy up. I pay the bills, I said. He waved it off. Money's not everything. Then why are you here? He sat on my coffee table. I miscalculated. Deals delayed. If I cover January, I'm good. $80,000 is January plus fees. Silence hung. My phone pinged. Dentist, 2 p.m. I'd skipped it twice for Liam's meetings, waiting in lobbies with his bag. I'm asking because I trust you, he said. I used to think that was a compliment, I said. Now I think it means I'm easy. He flinched. Mom said you'd cave, that word. Cave, I poured water I didn't drink. Liam, this isn't revenge, it's closure, he laughed. Okay, therapist, I'm serious, I said. No more loans, favors, logins, I'm not mad. I'm mad at how I let you treat me. You let me, he said. I did, I said. I said yes until you thought it was yours, he stood. I could find someone else, he said, but stayed. You should, I said, a bank. A mentor, a job, you'll let me fail, he asked, voice small. I've seen you fail, I said. I stopped catching you, he shook his head. Mom will be furious. She is, I said. I can't buy her love. So nothing, I said. He left, footsteps fading. I locked the door, sat, let the quiet settle. Mom called 7 times before noon. I ignored them. Her voicemails went from sweet to sharp. Honey, call back. Then Ethan, your brother's drowning. Then I didn't raise you to be cruel. Dad texted, call your mother. Liam texted, I'm outside, you don't get the stakes. This is on you. A photo of an overdue notice. Then forget it. I went to the dentist, sat with old magazines and a dusty plant. A kid winked with both eyes. The hygienist asked about my holiday. I laughed too loud. At home, I ate rice and eggs standing up, washed the pan, tossed the carton. Day 2, Dad called. She's upset. I know, you could have been gentler. I said no in my home, I said. He sighed. He's under pressure, so am I said. Since I was 15, he didn't argue. Your mom's crying, he said. I'm not responsible for her tears, I said, feeling the words' weight lift. Day 3, Liam posted a cryptic black square online. Closest ones hurt the most. Mom commented hearts. I blocked him for a day to hear my own thoughts. The fallout hit. A bank alert, $1,200 charged to a marketing app. Liam's old card. I spent 40 minutes on hold, canceled it, removed his number. I checked my 401k. Mine. I changed my passwords, removed Liam as an authorized user. A small thrill. Day 4, Mom arrived unannounced, knocked 5 times. You're coming to the bank, she said. No, I said. She froze. Your brother's sinking. He never learned to float, I said. Don't be clever, she snapped. I'm done, I said. She softened. We're family. Family should be safe, not alone, I said. You live like a monk, she said. I live like I pay my way, I said. She sat. We raised you to be kind. You raised me to obey, I said, her mouth shut. Is that how you see me? I love you, I said. I'm not doing this. Tears came. If your father dies, how will we cope? Budget, I said. Simplify. Stop pretending Christmas needs credit cards. She stood. Who are you? Me, I said. She left without a hug. I locked the door, made tea, sat with the silence. Over a week, numbers shifted. Missed calls, 20. Voicemails kept 0. Liam's texts, 15, then 0 after I filtered unknowns. Amounts I didn't pay, $80,000, $1,200, $49.99. Amounts I did, $60 for groceries, $10 for a thrift mug, $2 for a bus. I built a routine, work, jog, cook, sleep. I stopped jumping into work emergencies. I can do Wednesday, I told my boss. He nodded. Boundaries, I cooked soup, ate at the table, phone off. Sleep improved, 5.2 to 7.3 hours. I didn't unblock Liam or call mom. I did nothing. That was the move. Day 9, Dad called. I get it, he said. I was the first net, then you were. I'm tired, I said. I know, he said. Sorry. Day 11, a letter said Liam's LLC dissolved. It didn't mention me. I put it in a drawer, waited for guilt. It didn't come, just air. A month later, I stopped counting calls. Mom's texts are short. You okay? Dad's appointment, 3 p.m. I reply sometimes with full sentences, no money attached. Liam's a rumor now, a cousin's photo, a friend's mention of freelancing. I think of Christmas, the ungrateful line. I'm not ungrateful, I'm grateful for the clarity. I bought myself new running shoes in February. They don't squeak. I ran the park twice, air sharp, counting breaths. Boundaries aren't a fence you build once. They're daily work. I say no, then no again when the ask returns disguised. I answer calls when I can, let them go when I can't. This isn't revenge, it's closure. I said it to Liam, now to myself when guilt wears mom's voice. Closure was a lock clicking. I didn't save Liam's business or mom's holiday. I saved myself. I reclaimed February. I bought my shoes. I won't co-sign love or fund someone's dream for a seat at the table. I love my family. I'm not their net. I'm building my life. The quiet way. One bill, one run, one no, it's steady. Santa answered in a way. I wrote the letter, sealed it, tucked it away. I asked for nothing. I stepped outside. The air was cold. The day was mine.